Well, okay. What's going on, guys? My name is SenorAsssHat. Welcome back to the Harley-Davidson test drives. We got the Breakout. We're getting ready to start up now. And my leg is getting bumped in by that thing right there, that black part. This. Oh, that hurts my legs. I'm fucking wicked. God fucking damn it. Why does Harley-Davidsons have to be so awkward to sit on? Like, if you're a guy, your junk is consistently pressed up against this fucking part right here. I haven't left the parking lot yet, and I'm already complaining about it. Oh, good. Let's hope this bitch makes up for it in the straightaways. Okay, that has power. Holy shit. Obviously, in all of these reviews, guys, there is going to be explicit language. If you guys can't handle the word fuck, well, I'm sorry. I'm not the person to be watching. These mirrors, though, are absolutely horrendous. What the fuck am I supposed to be seeing in them? Besides myself. Very egotistical Harley driver. I can see nothing but myself. Okay. Oh, that back brake is non-existent. Oh, good. Okay. Third gear, bike wants to go. Okay. Okay, yeah, this bike has absolute power. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Because this is much different than the Limited. This has no windshield, therefore full air right in the face. So comfort-wise, I mean, it's pretty comfy. Not really any bumps either. Because it has such a large front tire that I feel that any pothole or any tar snake or anything like that wouldn't really affect it. It throws you to the back of the seat. I can see why that little lip on the seat's there now. Because holy damn. And it's not really flickable. Not really. It's too big of a front tire to be flickable. So naturally with this bike there's no tachometer, so you can't really tell what the RPMs are. All I know is you open it and you can go. You may proceed with power. I think really what the big thing with the mirrors as well is you kind of have to tuck your arms down in order to use them. Because where you have this big fatness in the actual left-hand side there, and then it goes skinny on the outside, you think it'd be the other way around, skinny on the inside so you can't see yourself, and then fat on the outside to give you the bigger part of the view. But again, I think definitely bigger mirrors would be needed for sure. And feet placement, I'm kind of used to it with the Vulcan. Very similar with the Vulcan, except I find in the Vulcan I'm more leaned back. This I'm more upright. And unfortunately, with that being upright, I'm getting hit in the chest a lot with a lot of the wind, compared to where my bars would be up more a little bit, and then it would be kind of up more like this. But no, I think it's one of these bikes because, like right now, I'm really uncomfy having one hand off the bar because your arm is so forward stretched that you kind of want to lean forward. And yeah, that back brake is non-existent. I'm not even touching the front brake. That back brake is non-existent. So if you are going to be using the back brake, make sure you are aware that there is none. I don't know, I think through a lot of these test drives, I mean, it's great driving the Harley-Davidsons, but I don't think it'd ever be one that I could actually own, unfortunately. Just because I'm not a big fan of, like, the power's there and the rumble's there, but it's nothing that makes you go, whoo, like the Indian did. If you guys haven't seen my Indian Scout 1200 video, watch that. That bike is dangerous. It was great. So as always, we're going to test the engine braking on it. I'm going to get up into fifth. See, now the bike's like chugging. It's like and yeah, there's not really very much power in fifth gear either. It's kind of like, I'll open it, hold on. There, it's open. And I mean, it's like, okay. Compared to some bikes, like, okay, and then it takes off. This is, I guess. All right, here we go, engine brake time. So 6th, 5th, So there's not really a big difference between the 6th and the 5th anyway. So 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Third, 40. Oh my god, guy. And since he kind of fucked me up, there's no engine brake. At least I can feel anyway. Come on, little guy. Get going. Get going. See, third gear is where this bike really lives. It's where it really feels happy, I find. And these mirrors are absolute poop. Absolute poop. Anyway, now that I can kind of lift up my visor a bit, as you can see, very, very clean looking bike. It's an absolute beauty. I love the glossy red, the candy apple. The big tire in the front really kind of inspires confidence because you're not going to have to worry about hitting like the little bitty potholes where you want to weave. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get this bike sideways. We'll test. We'll see kind of how it does leaned over. Not, of course, fully leaned, but leaned enough anyway. I just kind of want to stay back from this guy in the white because he's going really slow. So I think he's just there for just the shits and giggles of it. I'm kind of trying to review, trying to get as much information as I can for you guys. So I apologize if I sound like an asshole. I'm not. I just want to give you guys the best view and the best response possible based on the bike. I mean, you can dip it, like I'm dipping it right now. But that big wheel really stops you having any real fluent movement. It kind of just, since it's so big, you can't get the sides of it. So you can't get that initial little dip there. You're riding on the middle of the tire consistently. Which means all fine and dandy. It's a cruiser. You're not supposed to be taking corners like a motherfucker on a cruiser. You're supposed to go straight. That's what a cruiser's for. But I don't know. I think that if you wanted to have some fun, this would kind of be a really hard bike to do it on. They have helmet heads on. Awesome. Yeah, like, see? So, make sure he's back. Yeah, see? I'm kind of dipping and weaving, and I'm not getting any real response out of it. Yeah, if you were to dump the clutch on this, I think you'd have a bad time, because it's really throaty in the lower gears. Like, that initial pull, when you jump from first, or neutral to first, it's a pretty quick bite, too. So, you need to be really careful with that. And the one thing I do like about the Harley-Davidsons, I find, they make gear shifting really easy because you can hear the thunk. Like, watch, listen. Like, that was a thunk. And same shifting down. Ka-thunk. You feel it in everything. Feel it in your feet, your hands, your ass, everything. It's just ka-thunk. And then you know, okay, good. Not where it's like, ka-think, ka-think, ka-think. And you have to think that you're in the lower gear. So third gear going 50. If I kick it down to second, yeah, I kind of... But see, that's kind of where the power is in that low band, right? Because now it's really twitchy. Like, watch. On, off. On, off. On, off. Like, it throws you. Right? So you need to be really careful with that. And then also, when you go from, like, just now, second to third, and you resume throttle, it pushes you back. It kind of launches you forward a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'll do it again. So, second, watch my hands. So, up, and then resume. It kind of it throws you back. And that's a fluid throttle response too. Like, that's not me jamming the throttle. That's a fluid reflex, not reflex, but fluid movement. So it's not bad. I mean, you can stand up on it too, which is nice. Kind of get that, give your butt a break, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. I would definitely want to get crash bars for this, because like I said, I already saw this go down once today, and it snapped off the clutch lever here, since it's pointed out kind of like a horn. When it fell, the guy literally laid it down. He put the kickstand down. I guess it rolled forward a bit, which I'm gonna hope to God that doesn't happen to me. But we watched it. It was literally slow motion. I wish I was recording so I could kind of analyze it, see kind of what happened. But when I was looking at him do it, and what happened is he put the kickstand down. He turned the bike off, and he threw his leg over, and as he did, I guess the bike must have rolled forward a bit, and he just laid it down. He was like, oh shit, and then just, laid it down. But as he went down, the peg there buckled in, as it does, but then also the clutch lever snapped off. It was like tin. It was like ting, and then just snapped right off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you would think that a Harley-Davidson would have better parts, that it wouldn't just snap off like that. But I mean, it is what it is. There was no other damage done. I mean, there's a scrape on the engine casing, but I mean, that can be expected. He did drop the bike and kind of let it slide. So, it's not bad though. Or the bike, I find the seat is kind of, it's weird because it has that dip in it. I'll show you when I get off, what I'm referring to. But it's weird because you can feel it when you're not on the highway. Like when there's no bumps, you kind of feel it poking into your thigh, which is weird. I mean, maybe, I don't even have an ass either, so I can't even say it's because of my fat ass. I don't even have an ass. Literally, I'm a fat kid with no ass. It's weird. And yeah, like it's driving into my thigh. It's weird. And I'm about as wide stance as I can go. You guys take a look. That's pretty wide. Let's test bumps. Ah, nothing. I kind of want to take the Vulcan up through here. Just kind of test it. I mean, it's pretty straight. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this road at all. It's pretty sick. And bump, bump. Nope, nothing. Cool. Nothing fancy about this road. It's pretty much straight. I mean, there's a couple turns. I mean, there's nothing fantastic. I'm going to get my knee down or anything. I never get my knee down on my Vulcan anyway, because if I get my knee down, I'm going down. Actually, I think I would go down before my knee would go down. So with this, I mean, it's a pretty enjoyable ride, actually. It's, even like right now, cruising speed, 50, I'm in third gear. It's pretty chung. Like, listen. Like, it's just go. But see, it has the, there it goes. I see. You can hear the chug. Here, listen. Yeah, it's not, I don't know. It's kind of a mix between second and third gear. I find if you were riding in second on highways or on streets, going 50, you get a really high-pitched moan from it, and it would be really throttle sensitive. Like you do this, and you're gone. On this, it's kind of, you know, you can pop it a little bit, and it's not as bad. But in third gear, going 50, 60, there's no response from the engine at all. It's just, it's like, oh, okay, I'm bored. Let's do something. And second, it's like, oh, check me! Kind of like that. But no, it's not bad. I could imagine riding it for longer periods if I had like a windscreen on it or a windshield. Maybe better pegs, get aftermarket pegs. Better handlebars, because these handlebars are really, like, there's no give to them. It's just, it's there. Like, there's no padding on them, which really kind of makes it hurt your hand. Like my throttle hand right now is hurting like a motherfucker. Oh, yeah, like look, there's nothing to it. It's just, it's rubber. Like, on mine, like when I first got my Vulcan, I had enough foam on it and I kind of wore it down because where my hand was, right? Consistently moving your hands. But on this, man, goddamn. And this bike only has 6,200 kilometers on it, so it's not really well broken in. Well, for a test bike anyway. So see how the brake is kind of like bent inwards? I guess it's easier for you to grab, because that's basically where my middle finger goes. It just kind of curves into it, but then it kind of shoots out. So I mean, if you were to try to grab a full hand of that, that would really be dangerous, because like, yeah, that's really dangerous. That's kind of why I like the one finger, one middle finger, do. But like I said, you can stand up on it. I probably shouldn't have did that because it's technically a test drive, but I just wanted to show you guys that you guys can stand up on it. And that 18-wheeler was really close over that line. Holy tits. And like right now, it's having a hard time because it's in first going 20 and it feels like it wants to stall. It's like, gah. Yeah, low speeds, this bike does not like it. Like seriously, on the twitch, see? That's a minute turn of the fucking throttle. So you need to be very careful. If you are picking up this bike and you've only driven a couple or a handful of bikes, you should really pay attention to that, because that's dangerous. Even in second, boop, boop, boop. Like it throws you to the back. So if you have a passenger on, they need to be very careful, and maybe a back seat would kind of stop them from possibly falling off the ass end of your bike. So if you're going to have a passenger, please be mindful of the throttle, because you will lose your passenger. And then back to third. No sound. We're going to test the bumps, see how it goes. There's some bumps. Boop, boop. It's hard. The suspension's not soft, it's hard. It's kind of like, right? Yeah, it's meh. I mean, if you're just going to be in city, I mean, the normal potholes aren't going to cause you much grief, I don't feel. So you won't have to worry about any of that. God, I keep wanting to use the back brake, and there's nothing there. Like, look, back brake's on, and I'm not stopping. So you're going to save a lot of money on your back brake, but absolutely no money on your front brake, because that is your only method of slowing down, as you guys saw. It's so stupid. Your back brake should be a big contender for your bike slowing down. You should be able to do 50-50 and have a nice solid slow down. Like right now, brakes in, brakes in, brakes in. I have to like slam it, and I don't want to do that. Oh my God. All right, neutral, done. Kickstand, out. See, this is what I was talking about. This little lip right here, and this right here was digging into the side of me. This side, not so much, but this middle bar. Anyway, guys, that's the Breakout. Powerhouse in the low gears. High gears, that's where it goes away. It's a beautiful looking bike. Absolute beautiful. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the Breakout. I'll see you guys next time.